Coming up on Torrance Today, Shark Tank comes to Torrance to meet some of our student inventors. Get ready for summer nights in the city with free theater, movies, and more. Plus, meet the married police detectives turned business owners that have transformed one corner of downtown Torrance into one of the coolest spots in town. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Leslie Robbins. It's 4 p.m. on Wednesday, May 17th. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Summer is just around the corner, and the city is doing its part by making sure your nights are filled with free, family-friendly entertainment.
Torrance Summer Nights is about the opportunity to gather together again and enjoy free entertainment all summer long. We've got movies, we have bands, we have a really eclectic group of musical offerings actually. We have the Shakespeare by the Sea bringing both the Twelfth Night and Hamlet. We have the Torrance Theater Company with Hot Tip, the improv show. We've got Plan 9 from Outer Space, classic movies. And then we have children's and family movies as well. And we have stuff all summer long for families. And we want them to feel comfortable to bring their blankets and picnics, to gather together again. And these events are important for Torrance community to know that we're here for them and we're here to bring people together.
That all sounds like so much fun. Torrance Summer Nights, brought to you by the city's Community Services Division, is celebrating its inaugural festival season with the community, and organizers say they can't wait to see you. Most events will take place at the Wilson Park Amphitheater, while one of the parties will be at the Torrance Art Museum for the 21 and over crowd. The festivities begin June 4th and go through September 3rd. For the full lineup, visit torranceca.gov/cultural services. Speaking of entertainment, Mexican dance and music lit up a stage at El Camino College over the weekend, all for a good cause.
Noche Mexicana 2023 is an event that brings the community together. We are organizing the event because we believe that sharing our culture is important. We are a local, grown, nonprofit organization that dedicates itself to the preservation and the teaching of Mexican music and dance. The world sometimes seems really scary or really negative, and so the way we enact change in our community is by educating ourselves and bringing beauty to a stage so that the community is uplifted through the arts.
The music and movement of Mexico filled ECC's Marcy Auditorium with a special performance by the South Bay-based Nuestras Raíces. The concert, Noche Mexicana 2023, showcased a variety of song and dance styles and was presented by the Nuestras Raíces Cultural Arts Center. Nuestras Raíces is a nonprofit group serving about 150 students, plus their families and communities, by providing accessible dance classes and academic mentoring at their studio in neighboring Gardena. One of the organization's goals is to arrive at a better understanding of Mexico's beautiful complexity and to share their progress with audiences. From dance and music to television, producers from a popular show stopped by a local high school recently to see if some of our students have what it takes to jump into the Shark Tank.
To witness this is something that is very difficult for me personally to put into words because it is so amazing. We had over 100 students that got to pitch their inventions from the South Bay Regional Invention Convention to 3 of the producers of Shark Tank. There is a team that participated in the 2023 South Bay Regional Invention Convention that went to an open casting call for Shark Tank, and we just got a cold call email from one of the producers. We brainstormed ideas on how to get students to participate in the pitch for Shark Tank. So what we did is we came up with a Google form. We sent it out to the almost 400 kids that participated this year, the 200 alumni from last year, and even some of the kids from the 2021 virtual Invention Convention, and from those 600 students, we had over 100 that signed up to pitch. We were having the California Invention Convention watch party on May 5th at Torrance High School because it is virtual. And that's where we have a celebration to see which one of our students from the regional event gets to go on and continue at the national event. And in the back of the auditorium at Torrance High, we had the foyer set up with 3 producers from Shark Tank who got to interview about a 2 to 3 minute pitch 100 students from our previous 3 years Invention Conventions. The kids that got this opportunity, we're talking from 5-year-olds all the way up to 17, 18-year-old kids in high school, have this amazing experience that they can use for college applications, job applications. It's something that they will always remember.
That was Adam Daly, science resource teacher at the Torrance Unified School District, talking all about how these students got an experience of a lifetime last week. Now, Adam says the show told him it would be at least 4 to 6 weeks until families hear back from the Shark Tank producers. So stay tuned to see if the kids make it on, get a deal, or if the sharks are out. Well, that Invention Convention Adam was talking about is something we've covered before on City Cable, and since then, the competition has only gotten bigger and brighter.
This year, we sent 100 inventions to the California Invention Convention, and we just found out last week that 70 kids are going to be going to National Invention Convention from the state of California. 37 of them are from our program here in South Bay. In Torrance, we've had a long-standing tradition of doing science fair and STEAM fair projects. When we switched to the next generation science standards, we also shifted how we do our STEAM fairs. So we made them a little bit more age appropriate. So our youngest kids participate in collections, and then our 2nd and 3rd graders did inventions, and our 4th and 5th graders did science fair. And so we've been doing that for several years now. And over COVID, we had the opportunity to work with our elementary kids online, and we discovered the California Invention Convention. And that program was open to transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students. And so we decided, hey, everyone's at home. We can use recyclables and, found items to make inventions that solve problems in kids' lives. And last year, we decided that this would be a really neat regional competition. And so we reached out to other folks like us in surrounding school districts with the support of California Invention Convention, and then with the financial support of the Torrance Refining Company, we were able to host the first ever South Bay Regional Invention Convention, which was 4 school districts competing TK through 12th grade. Last year, I think there was about 160 kids that participated. This year, we had 7 surrounding school districts participate. There was 395 students to watch kids really work on something that they care about. It has been really gratifying.
That was Marissa Stilitano, who has been a TUSD science resource teacher for nearly 2 decades. She says 18 of those 37 local students are from Torrance and are heading to nationals, which will take place in Dearborn, Michigan, June 7th through the 9th from the Henry Ford Museum. Now, if they make it to the next round after that, the student inventors will head to Invention Convention Globals at the end of the summer. Good luck to everyone. Bike to Work Day returns tomorrow, which means if you can, go to work on 2 wheels instead of 4. Now, if you're planning to take part in the Bike to Work event, city leaders encourage riders to make a pit stop in front of City Hall in the morning between 6 and 8 a.m. for some light refreshments. Participants can also catch a free ride on Torrance Transit as long as they board with their bike or bike helmet. Happy riding and stay safe. Taking care of elderly parents or even yourself later in life can be a daunting task. One local library has a great event coming up to help navigate it all. Join the Torrance Public Library and help. that's Healthcare and Elder Law Programs Corporation, to learn about different types of long-term care at home, skilled nursing and hospice care, their costs, and how to determine which is best for you or your loved one. The event, called Elder Care and Residential Choices, takes place tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. at the Katie Geisert Civic Center Library at 3301 Torrance Boulevard. For more information and to register, call 310-781-7599. We are just 2 days away from the 61st Annual Armed Forces Day celebration. The 3-day celebration includes a free concert, a 5K for Freedom, and the nation's longest-running military parade that is sponsored by a city. Torrance will also recognize the U.S. Coast Guard as its honorary military branch for 2023. For details on each event, go to torranceca.gov/AFD. Still ahead, it's Welcoming Wednesday, and we're following the good vibes coming out of downtown Torrance as we take you inside a reinvented cigar shop when we come back in 60 seconds.
There's just something special about this place. It feels like home, a living room under the sky and trees. I know, right? The fresh air and the vast expanse of green, all here for us to enjoy and to care for. We have a responsibility to look after this earth we call home, to preserve it for generations to come. Every small action contributes to a bigger change, and every one of us can make a difference. The forest feels like home, a place where memories are made. And together, we can preserve and protect it.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Welcoming Wednesday, the distinct aromas plus smiling faces coming from Blue Flame Cigar Lounge made us want to know more. The secret to its welcoming energy is in the decor, the products, and the new owners.
We were in negotiations for about a year. And November 2022 is when we took over.
To come here and to have a cigar and go down the street and have a drink and relax, you come back, you smoke, it's a lifestyle. It's truly a lifestyle.
We were trying to brainstorm and talk about the names that we were going to name it. The blue represents the support of law enforcement. Also, the flame and a torch lighter is blue. So it kind of has that double meaning to it.
We have cigars in the humidor that can range from $8 all the way up to $140.
We have Davidoff, Partagas, Padron, we have Rocky Patel, Cohibas, Ashton, Drew Estates. We have several brands. I mean, you can come in here and if you don't find exactly what you're looking for, we have something that's very close to what a smoker would want. We have from light to dark and anything in between.
We try to make it very welcoming. If I walk in here and I don't know you, I'm coming to meet you.
Welcoming indeed. Now, you could say the owners of Blue Flame Cigar Lounge in downtown Torrance, Lyman and Nancy Doster, are living the dream. They get to mix business with pleasure every day. Learn more about Blue Flame Cigar Lounge and how the Dosters went from being detectives with the Los Angeles Police Department to savvy business owners. It's all on the latest Common Sense, airing on City Cable at 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. As we close out our show during Military Appreciation Month, we're saying thank you to our local heroes from right here in Torrance. Today, we salute Navy First Class Midshipman Trevor Pietzman. Now, here are some fun facts. Trevor was born and raised in Torrance. His dad designed the new Women in Aerospace exhibit at the Western Museum of Flight, and his grandfather volunteers at the museum every week. Plus, Trevor will commission as an officer later this month on May 26. Thank you for your service. Do you know someone in our city that we can honor in this way? Please send us a name, a picture, and a little bit of information about them to Torrance Today at torranceca.gov. Well, that is our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.